Things that you need to know before you use Rednote. I haven't been using it for more than a day. I just downloaded the app on my phone. So anything that I learn, I'll give you an update on it as I use the app. For those who have not used it, who are following me, there's things you should know before you go on the platform because it's better that you know now than just learn the hard way later. If you're going on the platform, make sure to keep politics out of the door. Now, I bring this up because there's been an influx of Americans on Rednote, and the platform wasn't intended for people outside of China to hang out in, and that has changed since the TikTok ban. Now, I'm not saying you cannot do some of the same things you do on YouTube, but you got to be careful. Like, you cannot criticize the Chinese government while you're on the platform. And there's other things as well that I haven't learned yet, so I'll keep you posted. It's interesting, the experience that I have experienced on this platform. It's been a cultural shock for me. It really has. Going on this app it's nothing like I imagined. The people are actually friendly. I don't feel like I'm going to get dogpiled on. Redbook is not a toxic cesspool like Twitter and anything that Mark Zuckerberg owns. It's not perfect, mind you, obviously, but this is a much safer platform, I feel like, for vulnerable groups than Twitter, which is a fucking fascist echo chamber, or Meta, which is just as bad, if not worse. So what to look out for? If you're on the platform, just letting you know in advance, be respectful, obviously, because it makes sense. Politics is not something that the Chinese people are interested in talking about, because this app wasn't made to be like Facebook. It was made for other reasons. I'm still learning the ecosystem because it's much different. If you're on the platform, another thing you gotta know as well, they are far more interested in engagement than any of the platforms I've used. Chinese people are not antisocial like Americans are. And this was a cultural shock. It's like, wait, I never got this much engagement ever in any app. And there's people that actually are interested in talking to me. Though I would advise you learn the rules first before you post anything, because this is not like other apps. Like the things I said earlier, you just got to be careful what you say regarding the Chinese government, and don't bring up any separatist movements in China. I don't know. I kind of feel like I have more freedom of speech, and the so-called totalitarian fucking app, which is run by China, than I do in any American app. Though it's discouraged to be political on this platform, just letting you know. If I ever post on Rednote, it's probably mostly going to be talking about stuff that I used to talk about before I became political, though I don't know how I'm going to do it in the format that Redbook is. I'll just have to adapt. Like, maybe just talk about books like I used to. Just talk about things that I enjoy, because I can use a platform that's freed from this political shit. Darth Sinovia, the name on Rednote is just a placeholder. I may not even use the name. So for those who follow me on here, just be careful what you do. Be respectful. You are a guest. This is not made for you. It is made for the Chinese people. And anything I do that's political, I'm going to keep it here on YouTube. I'm not going to bring my politics into Rednote because honestly, I need a place where I don't have to talk about politics because it can be really fucking exhausting. I do have another platform that I'm on, but I will not disclose where that is simply because I want to keep what I do from that website separate from what I do on YouTube. So yeah, if I do entertainment related content, I might mostly do it on Rednote. I don't know. Simply because at least on Rednote, I'll get engagement over there, unlike here. I guess you could say it is kind of a clean slate. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing content here. I'm just saying that I'm just going to give it a shot. Just try maybe to do some videos just talking about some stuff that I enjoy. Also, another thing for those who don't know much about Chinese culture, one thing to do to start when you're on this platform, learn about food. Food is one thing you should focus on as a starting point if you want to learn about the Chinese culture. This is an opportunity that we should take advantage of. This gives us a chance to see the other side, to learn what Chinese culture is like. Unfiltered, see it from the Chinese people themselves. Now, I'm not defending China, mind you. I'm just saying that we have a unique opportunity here, and we'd be foolish to waste this opportunity. Now, another thing you need to know, this platform is primarily dominated by Gen Z women. So a lot of the content creators on this platform are Chinese women, primarily. There's even videos where you have a Chinese teacher teaching Mandarin. So it is so overwhelming the amount of stuff that's available. And going on this platform makes me never want to go back to Facebook. Yeah, I know the Chinese government is going to be very opportunistic on how they capitalize on this situation. But that doesn't mean we can't do it either. For me, I'm too well known to be of any use on Rednote. And I think I'd rather just do other things on that platform. Just talk about literature, just talk about books. Because I feel like that's something I would enjoy doing more than politics on that platform, because I don't want to do politics. I think the young people who are not well known would be better suited for this platform. As for how to utilize Rednote, well, I think it's better that since this is a unique opportunity to do a cultural exchange, I think, and I'll go get into further detail about this, we should expose to the Chinese government, the Chinese people, how hell it is to be a poor person in America. Let's showcase the worst that America has to offer. Let's take full advantage of that. Let's take full advantage. And okay, we're supposed to be sabotaging our government, right? Show the Chinese people how fucking depraved America is. That's how I think we could undermine America. Oh, but we're being traitors. We're working for the Chinese. Are we really? There's no greater. It's like, how are we undermining the American empire when the empire is doing asinine things like banning an app, and people are going to that said app and are seeing for the first time that Chinese people are not backwards, that they're just normal people, just like you and me. Even the way they speak English, it's so clear. They're nothing like the U.S. government portrays them as. Like this is a unique opportunity that we're not going to get again in our lifetime. We have a unique opportunity. The government is so incompetent. Rednote will become the next RT. I believe that. I strongly believe Rednote will become the next RT. What is the U.S. government going to do? Are they going to ban that too? That will just reinforce. Like, China has a unique opportunity here. Now, I'm not shilling for China. I'm just pointing out dialectics here. A unique opportunity to do what the U.S. government is accusing China of doing, but actually showing what the U.S. is doing to America. Just have Americans learn what their own government does, what their own government says about the Chinese people and the Chinese government, and show what the reality is. I mean, this blunder, there's no way China's not taking advantage of it. They're translating an app that was intended for their people primarily into English so fast that, like, wait, this goes to show you just how incompetent the people who run Meta and Twitter are. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Oh, you wanted to keep the people ignorant, but all you've done is made people run to China. Oh, yeah, China is stealing your fucking data. Yeah, well, they fucking they went straight to a Chinese app. And since I've been using it for a day, I don't want to ever go back to freaking Twitter or Facebook. Or I don't even want to use Instagram. This app is so much easier to use than either one of them. The interface is so much better. The people are better to deal with too. It's not a toxic cesspool full of freaking neo-Nazis on this platform. MAGA, oh, they'll try to freaking swarm this platform, but they won't last. Because there's no way the Chinese aren't fucking gonna know. It's like MAGA they're even trying to say stupid shit about China on their very fucking platform. Because MAGA is very xenophobic towards China, and it's like that's another thing the Chinese can use against America. That's why I'm saying this is a unique opportunity. Pandora's box has been opened, and you cannot close that. Not after what the people have seen, the horrors that we have seen, the horrors that Gen Z have exposed. So yes, support Rednote. Download the app. Give the finger to the U.S. government. I was like, and anyone that still says that shit, oh, China's stealing your data, what the fuck do you think Google does? They sell your data to the highest bidder. So anyone that still believes that nonsense that China is stealing your data is a useful fucking idiot. So yes, long live Rednote, and I support its success. I support it being the next RT before RT fucking went to shit. I support it completely. Because America's downfall is going to be people learning that their enemies, their perceived enemies, are not that much different than they are, that they're not backwards, that they're human beings just like you and me. Knowledge is power. Pandora's box has been opened, and you can never close it again. Because what's going to happen if they ban Rednote? They'll just fucking pop up another fucking app out of their ass. That's just how it works. You cannot close Pandora's box. It's too late. You've lost. An empire that is not in decline would not do this. This is out of desperation. Elon Musk, fucking Zuckerberg, their plan backfired. Even if the TikTok ban is undone, the damage is done. There'll be enough Americans on Rednote that will see what the Chinese people think, what the Chinese people do, how they live their lives, that it will shatter any notion of what the people of China are as human beings. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. You cannot close Pandora's box once it's opened.